Actually, it's funny. Like, I didn't realize the career potential in copywriters.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
me, expand on that.
Like, I know copywriters, like they'll get like, maybe 20 grand for a VSL and then like even a percentage of revenue.
Yeah. Well, it's so
Yeah.
crucial, right? Like, I mean, like they can basically take your offer from hot garbage to like just crushing.
Yeah, no doubt.
Welcome to Seven Figure Entrepreneur Podcast, the number one podcast bringing you behind the scenes with real online earners. No fake gurus here. And today we have the wonderful Daniel Doan. He is a copywriting genius. He got passed on to us from a very worthy source. So I am excited to chat about this. I feel like copy is king when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I'm really stoked. Also, we got the wonderful Tyler Devin, my co-host on this. And yeah, we're just going to dive in. It's been a minute since we've done one of these. I forgot how to do it. I feel a little take the cobwebs off, So
A little anxious.
Cool. Daniel, welcome, my friend.
Cool. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for having me here, and yeah, awesome to chat.
Yeah, man, it's going to be
How
exciting.
did we meet Daniel again?
Anna.
That's right. Supplement Anna.
Yeah. So I don't know. Have you worked with Anna a lot in the past?
Yeah. I've written a lot of copy for Anna. I've worked with her for probably the past 12 months now.
Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah. She does some pretty crazy like VSLs and like she's got some serious offers in there.
Yeah.
I imagine
she's definitely a heavy hitter.
Yeah. Do you write VSL copy?
For clients, yeah, but I haven't written any for like Anna yet. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's cool though. Very cool. All right, man. Like, I guess let's go back. Let's talk about what you did before this, and then kind of how you transitioned into being a copywriter for online businesses.
Yeah. So let's see. Way back in the day, graduated with a degree in psychology. Didn't really know what to like do with it at the time. Ended up basically launching like a video game called Sanctuary RPG, and then use copywriting skills that I learned from like books and like YouTube videos to actually launch the game. Ended up selling over 500,000 copies using digital funnels.
Really?
No way.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How much did you sell the video game for?
$8.
Nice. You sold, dude, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And like kind of transitioned from like that and to launching like a digital marketing agency for other video game developers, because I realized that there was a big market for other game developers who like didn't really know how to do like copywriting or like marketing strategy, but like they had a really good product. So like that business actually ended up getting acquired a couple years ago. And then now I'm kind of just starting like another company, which is like a strictly copywriting for digital brands and online businesses.
Man, that's wild. That's quite the way to get into the industry, huh?
Yeah. That's cool, man. I know that the video game marketing is serious too, because I had a buddy who built a game for iPhones, and he was having some issues marketing it, and like he found a couple agencies, but the amount of revenue they wanted out of it was just insane. So I just taught him how to run Facebook ads myself, and he crushed it. So
yeah,
very cool.
Wow.
Very cool.
No doubt. So
smart play.
How many any games like that we would know of that you wrote some copy for? Is that something you can even disclose?
I did a bunch of work with like the top indie game companies in the industry, so like Devolver Digital, just like just like a lot of Humble Bundle stuff, just like a lot of independent games mostly.
Nice. Very cool, man.
Dude,
that must have been so interesting. Like you had headlines and everything on that video game page.
Yeah. Like I basically transitioned from writing copy and funnels for my own game to like doing it for like other games to like help them sell. and like we basically partnered up with like other game companies on like revenue share model. So
Nice.
we would take like a cut of their like revenue in exchange for quote unquote like publishing it. So
Yeah.
basically just like handling all of their sales and marketing.
Nice. Very cool, man. It's a nice little model. I'm sure
Awesome.
that market too. Like, I imagine like creators are not good at like marketing. Like
Yeah, they're
people
like
that
really
design the
not.
games. Yeah, they
Most of
probably have
them,
no
yeah.
freaking clue. You're
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah.
you build it, they will come. But sadly, that's not the case.
Yeah. Like I feel like it's a totally different skill set, marketing versus like creating the actual product.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. What about as far as advertising for video games? How do you go about that? Is like YouTube or influencers or Facebook or what was it?
Yeah. So like a lot of it was um influencer marketing, kind of like burst campaigns. So like basically
Gotcha.
like we'd run like paid media and like influencer campaigns, and then we would also build like a community,
Yeah.
and then kind of like incentivize the community itself to um kind of create like a kind of like a flywheel model, so where we would acquire one customer, but then like that one customer would like refer up to like maybe two or three other customers. So it's like kind of like
Nice.
a flywheel model. Yeah.
Yeah. That's super cool, man.
That's
Damn, that's
dope.
awesome. And so, like, as far as what you do now, what kind of products do you generally spend your time on?
Yeah. So like these days, I'm basically writing copy for um, mid-market companies, enterprise companies. Just like doing like landing pages, sales letters, um, top of funnel ads, email nurture sequences. Just like copy that like turns eyeballs into conversions.
Nice, very cool, man.
So
That's
basically
awesome.
all of it. That's crazy. That's very cool. Is there a specific one you like doing the most out of that?
I've been doing maybe like one landing page every day so far. So
Wow.
so it's pretty. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
No doubt. Man, that's interesting. So, like, one of the reasons that I thought would be cool to have you on is just talk about the power of copy. I think, like, this is my opinion. Like, we've worked with Facebook reps before, we worked with Google reps before, and like they'll actually like create ads for you, especially on Google. But like you read their copy and they have no clue. Like their ads just aren't good. And they're not copywriters, but like I think that right now, um, I think those reps rely so much on the algorithms and like their systems doing the marketing that they totally overlook the copy aspect of it. And I think that's what, really gives us an opportunity, like us as marketers, to be able to compete on those platforms because the companies we are marketing against, for the most part, will trust those reps. But like, there's so much you can do to get so much lift to beat those guys out. And so one thing I was kind of hoping you kind of, bring us to is like, one, how big are some of the lifts you've seen just by doing like simple changes? Like, what were those changes? Were they headline changes or the calls to action? What were they? And what kind of lift? And then also, for just in general, where can you see the biggest list when you're looking at your copy and deciding, how do I increase conversions overall?
Yeah. Great question. So like personally, one of my biggest wins was a 3x lift in like front end opt-ins for a cannabis brand, and basically it was like their headline was like kind of weak, their offer was like kind of weak, and like they didn't really have like a lot of, I guess, credibility behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So like what I did was I basically ran like I think it was like over 100 split tests,
Wow.
Wow.
and then I ended up doing a triple lift, basically like basically adding humor into the copy itself, adding more social proof,
Really humor,
adding
huh?
humor.
So do you think that's based on like the cannabis market that humor worked, or is that something you've generally found to like increase conversions?
Overall, I feel like humor is like a big part of my personal brand as well.
Mhm.
And I feel like humor also makes me stand out, like among other copywriters who like can't really do it as well. So
Yeah,
yeah, so like I've seen it do well in like a lot of markets, including cannabis and like surprisingly B2B as well.
interesting.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah,
Very
I would have
cool.
never thought of humor, bro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it like a
Yeah.
knock knock joke, or what'd you draw?
So I think it was like I was using like literal humor or something like that. So like the offer was like to like get people subscribed to like their like front end list. And then I like basically I like forgot like the actual joke, but I remember it like it being pretty funny.
Yeah.
So then like as soon as I ran the humor versus non-humor, it was like instantly like 2x. I was like, whoa,
Wow.
this is crazy.
Dude, that's wild. I would have never put that much weight on a humor.
yeah. I
Yeah.
wish you remember, man. I want to hear what it is.
Yeah. Well, like because I think it's
Dented
humor
box, Gabe.
humor acts as a really good pattern interrupt. Plus, it kind of differentiates like I feel like humor can like make them actually laugh.
Yeah.
Then it makes them feel. And then when they feel something, they're like much more likely to actually act. So it's like, kind of like the no like and trust kind of thing.
Yeah.
Making someone laugh kind of breaks down that barrier. Like, oh, haha, this
Yeah.
brand kind of understands me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that. Interesting, man. That's cool. So what other 3x lift, and like, 300%, like it sounds good, but like it's fucking great, because if you're running campaign breaking even, you now go from like breaking even to making 200% of your money, which is like a retarded return
Insane. Yeah.
on the same traffic. You know what I mean? If
Yeah.
anything, just saying that out loud makes me realize how bad. I'm actually in the process of hiring a copywriter. I know, you and I chatted about that. But it's just gonna be such a game changer for your company. As far as that 3x lift, were there any other like pretty significant changes that you found made that lift happen?
Yeah. So like one thing was that like the company that was writing that was they're basically partnered with like Tommy Chong, but
Oh,
like
cool.
they didn't actually put him like in the actual landing page. So like
Oh,
when I added him onto the page, like that was easily maybe like 20 to like 40% lift. Just like
wow.
having that like credibility there, like, oh, Tommy Chong, oh, I can trust this brand.
Yeah, I recognize that
Yeah.
guy.
Wow.
Interesting. That's
It's
cool.
funny that they wouldn't think to do that, because that's like the number one key, like if you have like a celebrity endorsement, you push that.
Yeah.
That's
Weird.
funny. Yeah, Gabe
So
uses my
weird.
my face on images all the time. That's what drives the sales.
Yeah. Tyler's Tinder is just group pictures of me and him, so he gets more swipe rights because they don't know who it is. Is it that guy or that guy?
That's
True.
hilarious.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
That's
so
cool,
funny.
man. What what other stuff have you found big lifts on? So CBD, video games. What are some other markets you've played with?
Yeah. So like a big market that I write for is B2B. So like a lot of B2B copy is like super dry, super like robotic, and it's just like who writes this stuff,
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the owner of the company, like late night drinking. He's like, I got an idea.
Yeah.
yeah.
Over detailed idea.
Yeah, and like these people are like usually like super smart, and like they're like experts at their like services, but like they don't really know how to properly communicate that to their
Yeah.
prospects. So
Yeah.
like found like awesome lifts, just kind of rewriting their sales pages, rewriting their emails, and just basically making them sound more human instead of just like
Yeah.
a B2B robot.
Gotcha.
Do you like
Interesting.
those? Do you
What
like
was that,
working on
sorry?
those? Do you like working on those, or do you like the sales funnels better?
Honestly, I'm just kind of like obsessed with like consumer psychology in general. So human
Oh,
psychology. So
well,
yeah,
it's a good obsession to have in your industry, man.
Yeah, for real.
yeah.
Yeah.
What so as far as like resources for people, like if someone, they're writing a product now, they're like, man, maybe I should focus on this copy stuff. Where do they start?
Um, in terms of like good resources on like how to like improve copy or
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, it's a good question.
Other than texting you every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I do have a pretty beefy copywriting blog. I think I have over 100 copywriting articles. It's probably one of the most, I guess, comprehensive copywriting blogs on the internet.
Nice.
It,
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Plug it, man. What is it? What's
It,
your website?
So it's danieldoan.net /resources.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's good
and
news.
like honestly, like so like it was a personal pain point of mine, right? Because back when I first got like started, I was googling like how to write copy, and like literally almost every almost every top like result was super lame and super generic, super boring advice. It's just like like write more conversationally, or like I don't know, like it's not helpful at all. So
Yeah.
so I feel like I like took it upon myself to try to create this blog that was like literally like twice as good as almost every other blog out there.
Oh,
Nice.
very cool.
That's dope. That must have been an
dope, man.
undertaking.
Yeah, it's been I think it's like 4 years in the making.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So if someone's a noob, should they go all the way back to blog 1?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there.
Cool.
A lot of stuff.
Cool.
Any
That's dope.
I remember when I did like a little foray into copyright, nothing too crazy, but it actually helped me a lot with email. I remember, who was it? Caples, maybe John Caples.
Oh yeah, cables.
Read him. I read. It's not advertising. What is it?
Breakthrough advertising.
Breakthrough advertising was one. Cashvertising was another one I read.
Hmm.
And then there's a ton of stuff. Who was that really amazing copywriter that could like basically like pick a name in the phone book or whatever and just like send to addresses in the phone book and close deals? He died, but
Was it Gary Halbert?
yes, Halbert. What's it called? The Halbert files or the Halbert letters?
Halbert letters, or
Yeah.
the Boron letters.
Boron letters, correct. Yeah. That guy was like legendary.
Yeah.
I think his son actually writes copy.
Oh yeah. I'm a big fan of his son's work.
Is his stuff pretty good?
Yeah. It's amazing.
Nice.
And like I think his son actually likes some of my copy too. So.
Oh, really?
Amazing.
Nice.
That's very
Dude,
cool.
I heard Halbert used to go to bars with his copy and like read it to people. And they're like, if they, he read it, if they're like, oh, this is good, he's like, oh, it's shit. But if they're like, where do I buy that? He'd be like, okay, I have something here.
Yeah.
Like if someone
crazy.
listens to your copy actually wants to fucking buy it, then I know I have something. But if they just give me a compliment, he's like, it's worthless. That always kind of stuck with me, man, because you never know until you actually try it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Did it take you a while to figure out what worked and what didn't, or do you just do you now just do so many variations like you did with that split test? You did like 100 different variations, and you more so you have an idea of what works, but you more so just let the numbers speak for themselves with mass amounts of tests.
Yeah. Like, I think it's a lot of muscle memory at this point.
Yeah.
Like back when I was first starting out, like I thought that like copy like had to look good, but like now I'm learning, like I'm realizing that okay, well it has to look good, but it also has to like perform. So it's like both.
Yeah. That's how I feel about our podcast. Our audio sucks, but goddamn, is there some good information on here?
100%. If you can get over the subpar quality, we have
That's
some.
right.
Yeah, it's good. Good.
Sometimes. Yeah. Talking about software for like split testing and stuff like that, what do you generally do?
Yeah. So I used to use like Privy for their split testing features. I used to use what was that? I think it was like Unbounce.
Nice.
Instapages.
Yeah. Unbounce, like I know there's some. What Neil Patel has a split test software, doesn't he?
Oh yeah. I don't remember what it's called though.
I heard it's like kind of glitchy though.
Mm-hmm.
Like for a half second, you'll see what like the original was, and then it'll kind of change if you're really paying attention. And then I think it slows your page speed. But like Unbounce, I think is pretty instantaneous.
Yeah.
That's a good one. We're actually a fan of Unbounce. We use it quite a bit.
Oh, nice.
What's the other one that's like the OG split tester? I forget. I'm Googling because I know this thing's like.
I know there's another one too.
VWO.
Yeah,
yeah.
VWO.
Yeah, that one's old school.
Yeah.
It's been around forever.
I think Ryan Sibeli's got a bunch of split testing built onto his too.
Oh yeah. What's this stuff called again? Wizard?
Wizzy.
Wizzy Optimizer.
Wizzy.io. Yeah.
That thing's cool. Very cool.
Hmm.
If you could give some people some quality tips on like, so we have a lot of people that listen to this podcast that are affiliate marketers that do lead generation or that do e-com. And we also have a lot of email marketers that listen. If you could kind of give us like a few tips on how to get their conversion rate ups or their open rate ups or click-through rates up, we would love to hear them.
Yeah. Let's see. How about a lot? Because I recently created this kind of resource where it's like 40 common copywriting mistakes. So like, maybe I can just go through them.
Yeah,
honestly,
whatever.
I'd love to like know what some of those are. I'm actually going to your site right now.
Cool. Okay, so so like let me just go through them, and then I'll kind of give like a brief summary of each one.
Yeah, that's perfect, dude.
Yeah. So the first one is or the first common copywriting mistake is that the copy is not conversational. So if the copy reads kind of stiff and robotic and almost forced. Like if it doesn't sound like something that an actual human would actually say, then it kind of comes off as like, wait a second, like, what is this? Like.
Yeah.
So one of the most common.
Very cool. Any tips on that, like how to make it go less like digital, or I guess more computerized to more personal?
Yeah. So like what I found is helpful is kind of read it out loud. So make sure that the phrasing kind of sounds like something that you actually say. So so after you like write it, just like read it. And then after that, use transitory phrases. So try to inject the right words in between statements to make things flow. So sometimes like you'll like read copy, but then it just reads super like choppy and like stiff.
Yeah.
So like make sure that the sentences actually transition to each other properly.
Gotcha.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The next one is lack of credibility. So like if the copy doesn't have enough proof of success or points to reassure that the offer will actually deliver on its promises, then the prospect might think that like, oh, like this person kind of like kind of sketchy, like this is a brand new company, it's gonna take my like money, but like just like leave.
Yeah. Is there some good ways you recommend people doing that?
Like improving their credibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So so the most common ways is obviously like showcase more testimonials, proof of success, before and afters, transformations. But like the better way to go at this is to kind of demonstrate the actual value, right? So like showcase the offer transformation in like a super visual way, through copy and examples, right? So like after the prospect actually views this demonstration, like there shouldn't be like a doubt that that the transformation is possible for them. So just like proof.
Gotcha. That reminds me of like
go ahead.
Sorry. No, it reminds me of an auto insurance landing page that we had. And before it was like, it's just a picture of it, just like pictures of like bills that are probably fake, I'm just going to assume. And one was like my price before doing this, and then my price after this with like it all circled and stuff. So it's proof that it was legit. We also had some testimonials in there. It was good. So
I would actually like to touch on the testimonial part. Do you kind of have a process that you kind of use to craft like a really effective testimonial?
Yeah. So like really good questions, I guess. Like let me pull up like some of my notes here. I think I have this framework somewhere.
One thing that's really cool is on Facebook ads, you can put testimonials right in the ad itself. Facebook doesn't love it, but it converts like crazy. That's a little tip for anybody.
Yeah. Like seeing like that converts super well.
Yeah. You can now put it on the image too. Sorry.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They removed the text rule.
Yeah. That was huge because I remember, back when like almost any text was like
Yeah.
banned. Um, so in terms of the testimonial framework, just like asking them like really good interview questions. So what problem were they trying to solve? What did they try before? Um, what were they expecting? What were the top three transformations? What surprised you? Would you recommend this to other people? Who would you recommend this to and why? And so just like super specific questions um, on their like journey, like from like prospect to like customer to happy customer.
That's cool. I like that, man. Do you
Yeah.
recommend people use video testimonials, or do you find written testimonials are pretty much the same?
I feel like both is good because I feel like a lot of people will kind of gravitate, one or the other.
Gotcha.
But like what I've found is like super effective is basically having video testimonials, uh, but then like immediately like under it or like above it, kind of having like a one or two sentence kind of
Like a
like
highlight?
highlight. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude, I
very
love that.
cool.
I've seen that before. It's like the video or at least an image at minimum, but I think a video would be more powerful because then you actually believe it's true. And then
Yeah.
like 5 stars and then like a little blurb.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very dope.
What else you got on for some copywriting hacks and tricks?
Yeah. So next one is the copy is overly selfish. So the copy kind of focuses too much on what the company owner or like the founder personally values, and not
Um,
enough on like how the offer can actually help the
Gotcha.
prospect, right?
yeah, interesting.
Like I feel like a lot of founders, they'll kind of naturally be kind of selfish because like they want clients or they want customers and stuff. But I feel like a lot of so like a lot of the times the copy itself is written in a super selfish way that doesn't offer like enough benefits to the prospect. So like so like a good way to like fix that is to kind of interview more of your happiest customers and try to figure out like, hey, like what is the transformation here? What are the core benefits that the offer is like giving them, and then how do you harp on those core benefits over and over again, instead of just speaking from like a founder's point of view.
Dude, I think it reminds me of the conversation of like features versus benefits. Like people only buy things because of the benefits of it, not necessarily the features.
Yeah.
The benefits that those features give. And so many people get overly focused on the features of something when it's like the person just wants an outcome at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solve their problem
Yeah, for sure.
and it will sell. Okay. Number 5. Is it number
Yeah.
5? Yeah, it's number 5.
Wait, it's number 4, right? Or
Are we 4? I don't know.
I don't
Sure.
know.
4. I'll take it. I'll take 5 too if you want. I'll take
All
either.
right, Cinco de Mayo.
Woo!
So next one is wrong tone. So the copy will make your brand come off like incongruent with how you want to be portrayed. So the most common example, is would be kind of like a luxury brand, like just like not knowing how to write copy that kind of speaks to that tone. So the copy kind of makes the brand seem like another cheap brand, not really fancy, more like kind of like a brand that's going for like a good value, but then it's like the copy kind of makes it seem kind of too like hoity-toity or more like standoffish or like impersonal or like not really friendly. And so it's like so it's all about using like the right tone to be brand congruent, but at the same time like truly connecting with your customers, right? So like you don't want to sound like a stuck-up brand, like trying to sell to like a relaxed consumer base. Like it's not going to work out.
Yeah. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Good call. So I shouldn't write copy when I'm angry, is what you're saying. I'm just kidding.
Do you actually, that's, you know, what's funny about that, man? I find some of my best writing happens when I have 1 or 2 whiskeys.
Mm.
I'll literally like pound out, like, it gets rid of any writer's block. This is literally the secret. 2 whiskeys on with ice, both doubles, writer's block gone, creativity through the roof. I don't know what it is, but like if I'm having a hard time sitting down trying to write, that is literally my go-to. Do you have anything like that that kind of puts you in the copywriting mindset?
I feel like coffee does it for me, or like
Does
tea.
it?
Yeah, like every time I try to write right after drinks, like I'm always like, you know, just like it's terrible.
Yeah.
Like I'm writing it, but it's like there's like so many typos, and you know, just like I'm just like, okay,
Wow.
never mind.
I thought Daniel was going to drop cocaine on us or something, you know, like really get him in the zone, you know?
I've met a lot of copywriters actually, they'll smoke weed before they write, and that gets them in
Mm.
the mindset for it.
I've also tried
I-
that too. It didn't work out.
Yeah,
No.
dude. I would eat.
Dude, weed never makes me
go.
productive, no matter what. Like, I've tried every different strand. I'm like, fuck this. I don't want to do anything except for eat a pizza. Like,
No doubt.
and now I don't eat, I don't smoke it. I don't consume it on any level because it
Come on,
just
Gabe. You
doesn't
can't
do
finish
me
a whole
any
pizza,
good.
to be honest.
Dude, I could probably eat 2.
No, I feel you. That's funny. Coffee, huh? You should try the whiskey sometime. It works real well for me. Is
That's
actually,
so
is there
funny.
any copywriter events?
There's a lot of copywriter events, but I feel like a lot of those events are kind of geared towards like beginner copywriters.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
you
All
need
right.
to start your own mastermind and only bring the big dogs.
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah. Bring those people together, man.
I'll bring the whiskey.
That'll be a wealthy event, man. Copywriters charge so much money.
Yeah, they do. Actually, you know, it's funny. Like, I didn't realize the career potential in copywriters.
Yeah.
Tell me, expand on that.
Like, I know copywriters, like they'll get like, you know, maybe 20 grand for a VSL and then like even a percentage of revenue.
Yeah. Well, it's so crucial, right? Like, I mean, like they can basically take your offer from hot garbage to like just crushing.
Yeah, no doubt. I really like the idea of having like a full-time copywriter on the team who just is so married to the metrics and is constantly like tweaking and pushing. I feel like that's how you could really maximize anything that you're doing. And honestly, if you're doing enough volume, the copywriter will pay for themselves many times over.
I need to upgrade my IG posts, so I think I'll be leveraging out to whoever we hire.
Yeah.
Really put that company money to use, you know?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Like, I think like a good copywriter, you know, should like 5 to like 10x their pay easily.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wow, that's cool,
Actually,
man.
talk about that, man. How do you find a good copywriter? That is literally one of my plates right now.
It's extremely hard because I feel like it's, I don't know, like your business model has to basically like support, you know, that kind of margin, you know, for the copywriter. And it's like good copywriters are like very expensive, and so it's like those copywriters like writing for, you know, the super, you know, scaling offers that are, you know, making like crazy money. So it's all like finding the best copywriter for your book based on how much money you think you can make off of their copy.
Gotcha.
Where do you even go for that?
Yeah, that was my question.
Yeah.
Is there like a copywriter like coffee shop you can just pop into, or?
I mean, I think Google is probably good. Like if you Google like conversion copywriter and then hit up maybe the top like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
5 or 10 copywriters.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah.
Get a bunch of quotes.
If they're ranking that high on Google, they're probably
get
doing
the
it
pay
for a reason.
Yeah, like I'll stop clicking your ads if you give me a good rate.
Yeah.
I actually hit up Alex, and she sent me a few copywriters after I gave her a description. That's one thing I found. Copywriters who train copywriters, generally they'll have some sort of like workboard or something.
Yeah.
That's an avenue we've kind of been exploring to find people.
He's talking about
Yeah.
Alex Cocconi, I think her last name is, and she's Copy Posse. We did a podcast with her. She's good shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
You know Alex?
yeah. She's like dominating it on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Yeah. She's doing really well.
Is she? Nice.
Yeah. She's her videos are really cool. Very cool. She's consistent too.
Dude, I feel like copywriters have such like an advantage too, like a lot of time in the digital world where they're like putting together a product. Like I know this one copywriter, he was writing, I don't know what he was writing for, but he put together a bunch of dating products and literally did like 8 figures in sales.
Wow.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I've heard of him. Like I kind of know him. I don't know.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
Yeah,
Chris?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah, he has like a whole pen name and stuff, and I want to like blow his cover, but he blew it up. And it's just because he understood copy like really well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anybody's looking to start a product, just partner up with a copywriter because that's the
No
play.
doubt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with like digital products, like copy is like the biggest lever, like hands down.
Yeah.
Oh, for
100%.
sure. What's cool about digital products too, there's just so much freaking margin there that's so easy to justify. Actually, Emily, what's Emily's last name again, Gabe?
Lark.
I thought she had a really cool approach to copy, and I don't remember exactly how it went, but like she would look at some of the top performing offers on ClickBank, and then she would even like write them out word for word, especially their intros, just to see how the product was being introduced and how they're grabbing people's attention out the gate and stuff like that. Like one thing you can do is just like success breeds success, right? So if you know something's working really well, you could start there. And I heard who was Halbert's buddy? John something.
John Carlton.
Yeah. I remember listening to some of his stuff, and I heard where they train copywriters sometimes they'll just give them, maybe it's like a 20-page VSL and have a student rewrite the whole thing word for word 5 times. Because when you start writing it, then you start kind of embodying some of the copy. So I thought that was kind of a cool approach for learning too.
Yeah. It's all about just like kind of like having that like muscle memory where it's like, okay, this is how you write like a good hook. This is how you transition it, into the core offers. This is how you transition to like the close. So yeah, it's all about just.
Yeah. Do you recycle stuff like that? Because like for me, I do a lot of Facebook advertising, right? So when I see a certain sort of style of copy works, I will just remold that over and over and over again. With a slightly changed message just to match whatever offer I'm selling. So do you take a similar approach?
Yeah. So like, so I feel like it's all about rearranging things and then giving the copy like specificity. So like basically like you can use and like kind of remix, like similar hooks.
Yeah.
Similar closes, but the copy itself and the benefits, have to be super specific to the audience and the offer.
Yeah. Very cool, man. Very cool.
Do you kind of have and then maybe it'll change, but do you kind of have like a process flow that you write copy in? Like, do you start with like the potential fear of the person and then try to walk into the dream? Or do you have like any sort of kind of like baseline that you process with when you start?
Yeah. So I have like maybe 6 different templates, depending on the vertical. So, whether it's like an e-commerce product, like a physical product, like a digital course, like a B2B service, or like a SaaS, landing page. Like, yeah. Well, like I've noticed that like different verticals have different customer expectations or like prospect expectations. So like prospects kind of demand to like see like certain things in like certain orders. And then like for example, like I'm trying to sell like a SaaS product and I'm using like a long form sales letter, like it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Like vice versa. Like if I'm trying to sell like a ClickBank offer, I'm using like a minimalist e-commerce landing page, it's not gonna work either. So
Yes.
yeah, so it's all about, matching expectations, but then also kind of going like above and beyond for that audience to so kind of prove to them like, hey, like this is the best offer that like you can get if you want to, solve X problem. Yeah.
Mhm. Interesting.
Very cool.
What about one thing I heard a lot in the copy or people who are like putting together copy is the debate on how long copy should be.
Hmm.
Like, do you go
The
long,
age-old
do you
one.
go short? I heard one of the most famous, like, I guess, answers to that question I've heard is as long as it needs to be to explain what you have.
Yeah.
But do you have kind of a framework that you kind of sit within?
Yeah. So like simply, I try to do like medium form copy. So
Yes.
not like a 10-page, sales letter, but like not like a super short like squeeze page either. So it's more of just well, like ideally, like you would run short, medium, and long, and then just test it.
Gotcha.
But like like for like people on like limited budget, like like it's always all so it's like so the copy has to be long enough to overcome any potential objections while elevating the right points of desire while bridging the gap between where the prospect's at and where the prospect wants to like be, and using the offer as the vehicle to like get there, right? So it's just
Okay.
yeah, so it's like I can simply do that, within maybe like 2 to 4, kind of pages, quote unquote
Yeah.
pages.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
That's cool.
Funny.
Yeah, I'm all about when it comes to ads, I'm all about the short advertising or short copy. I've never been able to make long copy work.
Mm.
That's funny because we definitely talked to I remember Jason Hornung, isn't he a fan
Yeah.
of long copy?
He was.
So many
I
people
would argue that he's a way better copywriter than me, though. I know
I
that for a
would
fact.
I would agree with you. I think
Yeah.
that's a universal fact, bro.
I'm like the hammer guy. Like, this is what you're getting. This is what's happening. Click my fucking link.
It's like a nail. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you don't, you're lost. We'll find someone else.
What one thing I want to ask you actually, what about and this is probably outside your realm, but I always heard that Amazon's orange on their button is like the best color for click-through. Do you kind of have any like site conversion hacks like that? Maybe font size, font style, colors on the page. Is there anything like that that you've kind of tested and you've seen a lift from?
Yeah. That's a good question. So I noticed that actually bright green is actually also like a pretty good button
Nice.
color.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh?
I tested orange versus green on like a couple offers, and I found that green can like beat it by maybe like 10, like 20%, in some
Wow.
situations.
I
Interesting.
guess green means go. One time I found red was outperforming green.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think it depends on the audience and the offer and the actual design of the page itself as well.
Yeah, I could see that. What about like headline height or content height? I know Ryan Sabelli and Wizzy, I forget what content size he said did really well, but it was like I think it was like 16 for the main content.
Wow, large.
Yeah, and he said he found that did like better than like 12 and 14. It might have even been 18, but it was shockingly large. And he was working on lead gen funnels though.
Yeah. I don't do anything below 16 font.
Really?
Ever.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So you're telling me
My
I should
font's
update all my landing pages to 16?
My fonts are between 16 to like 22.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dude, that's insane.
Is that targeting an older demographic or is that across the board?
So like I personally found like across the board like with like web anything below 16 it's like it's kind of hard to like read and you gotta like zoom in, you gotta squint. It's just kind of annoying. So like 16 is the default for like me and my clients. Yeah.
Is that desktop or is that mobile as well?
Both.
Really? I'm gonna try that. I got some shit
Yeah.
running. I'm gonna go in there and mix that up because that's crazy. I would just like, I guess like I'm just a shitty marketer because I should have tested that already, but I was just like, nah, that won't work.
Daniel, just send the invoice to Rebecca for this.
Yeah, right. And then rewrite her entire VSL for her, please.
Yeah, right.
My wife just launched an offer and she's going through, she's trying to do all the copywriting herself and stuff. She's done a really good job. But she's definitely learning the struggles of online marketing and how to make your own VSLs and all that kind of stuff. So
did she get some sales?
Yeah, she did. I think she had a 7% conversion rate on one of her last email drops, but I think her email copy is kind of soft.
Gotcha.
So yeah, she's working on that right now.
What kind of offer is it?
It is a joint pain offer, actually.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So it's she's been working on it for probably about 1.5 years now, and right now they're finally doing a bunch of email tests and everything like that, and just trying to get it dialed in before she can hard launch.
That's awesome, man.
Make $1 or $2 off of it.
Yeah, Gabe will be permanently retired.
I can't wait to be a house husband.
With a cat, maybe 2.
With a cat.
My
cat's
got to scale that up on.
Here. Yeah.
Got to scale that up on cold traffic, right?
Yeah. We haven't even tried cold traffic at all yet. It's just all email. So we're assuming that dial it in there first, get it working, and then move it over to cold.
That's actually kind of a good idea that you brought that up. As far as when someone's rolling it out, or at least the things that you roll out, do you kind of have a process that you walk your clients through? Kind of test copy and see what works and what doesn't?
That's a good question. Typically, so like these days, like most of my clients, like they'll have, they're like, oh, and in-house media buying scheme, and they're, marketing strategist, and they're basically just like relying me to, just give them the actual copy itself.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yeah,
man, I don't want to cut this short, but I know you only got 5 minutes, and so you got to jump on another call here. But yeah, well, I appreciate it, man. It's been fun. Anything you want to end with?
Do you guys like bananas?
I guess. Yeah.
Awesome.
Why not? I like your jacket. It's banana-esque.
Yeah. I'm always repping the banana brand.
Nice.
Oh, nice. I like it, dude. Hilarious.
And if people can find you, just check out your website, danieldoan.net.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got it up. We'll include a link.
Perfect.
Yeah, make it easy for everybody. All right. Thanks for everyone listening today. For everyone watching, please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube. And for everyone listening, please give us a 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, or Stitcher. Whatever the fuck that is. Just kidding. All right. Have a good day, guys. Thanks again, Daniel. Really appreciate it, dude.
Thank you.
Later.